Hanbin, hello there. First of all, tell us more about Fang's schedule of visit and also the major topics he will be discussing.
Well, just as you have said, that Fang will arrive in San Diego and inspect the U.S. aircraft carrier Ronald Reagan and combat ship Colorado. And his schedule also includes visiting veterans of the Flying Tigers, a U.S. volunteer group that helped China to fight the Japanese invasion during the Second World War. General Fang Fenghui will talk with General Martin Dempsey, the U.S. chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. The two met in Beijing in April last year, and this time they will meet at the Pentagon in Washington. General Fang's visit has been planned for a long time, but it comes at a critical time when tensions in Ukraine have intensified. Russian President Vladimir Putin will soon arrive in China for a nation trust summit, and Chinese and Russian navies will carry out their biggest joint sea drills next week. China has to play a balancing role in dealing with big power relations. Added to that, the tensions in both the East and South China Seas also intensified, especially between China and the two U.S. allies, Japan and the Philippines, over maritime territorial disputes. The visit will be another chance for the two sides to get a better understanding of each other.
Right, Hanbin, Fang's visit to the U.S. is one of the growing number of high-level military exchanges between China and the United States, especially amid an increasingly complex security situation in the Asia-Pacific region. Then what are the major differences of opinion between the two sides, and also what agreements are likely to be reached?
Well, as we know, China and the U.S. have agreed to establish a new type of military-to-military relations that is based on mutual trust and benefit. But they don't necessarily agree on that really means. China wants the U.S. to respect its core interests and seek common ground in dealing with the differences, while the U.S. has called on China to be more transparent with an emphasis on crisis management. Fang Fenghui's visit is to a large extent quite symbolic, but it could help towards reaching some of the agreements, like upgrading the current U.S.-China telephone hotline, establishing a land force dialogue mechanism, and working on the notification mechanism for major military activities at sea and in the air. Despite growing differences on more issues, both China and the U.S. have come to realize the need for a normal relationship, and yet the games between containment and engagement are unlikely to stop. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Hanbin.